I wonder how many women go to a dude's house and they don't get fed, or even dudes that like go to a chick house and they hungry. Like, I just be wanting to know, like, why do people do that? Like, if you involved with somebody and y'all linking up at each other's crib, like, why do y'all not eat before coming there? Or why would you even not feed anybody? Cause I'll be honest, I've been that guy. It's not because that I don't be wanting to. Like, I'll be offering, to cook or get food. But like, if you just coming over and you already know what time it is, hey, if we coming over to get busy, why are we gonna eat? Like, eat before eat before you come here or something like that. Cause one thing about me is I'm gonna make sure that I'm good. But the thing is, I want to make sure that you good too. I don't want you being around me and you hungry, because there's been times where I've been hurting. Like, I really been hurting for money. Like, I'm eating scraps. Like, it's bad when you go in a Dollar Tree and you sit here getting dinner. You know what I'm saying? But it was just funny because I was on Instagram, and I think Mouse Jones from I forgot. I think it was a He-Man Woman Haters, or like, if you know, Mouse Jones. Shout out to Mouse Jones. Like I said, he's been in ties with So Shameless podcast with Daz Tahoe, DJ Trom, the Brilliant Idiots, Charlemagne, Andrew Sharp. So that's where I know Mouse Jones from, and of course he's responsible for Trap Karaoke. I never had the pleasure to experience it, but yeah, I rock with Mouse. So shout out to him. But he was on live with some folks, and they were just talking about, as far as like, hey, if you dealing with a nigga and you and he don't feed you while you there, like, you need to like cut him off. But my whole thing is, like, why are you hungry? Like, it can be any time of day. Like, if we ain't established that we gonna eat dinner, like if it's 9 o'clock in the morning and we getting together to have breakfast, brunch, or whatever, that's cool. But like I said, if you going to a nigga house and you just going there to pull up, or you going to a chick house and you going there to pull up, it's like, don't go over there hungry. Now, if they offer, that's one thing, but if you can't be mad at somebody if they don't feed you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, why I gotta feed you? Like, cause I didn't been in you know certain relationships where, like I said, there's days where I'm literally like at my last dollar, like I can hardly eat for myself. So if you coming over here to get that work, or vice versa, I always advise that you have some. I don't always have anything, and even now, it's a point where I'll buy food for myself. I'm a father, so I'll have food when I really need to have food. Like I said, you know, unfortunately, because I know, recent podcasts, I have has expressed, my current relationship status. But right now, I'm not in a relationship. I'm not involved with anyone. I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is. God is good still. I'm not gonna sit here and dwell about it, but I want to make sure that if I'm dealing with you like that seriously, I'll at least make sure that you're good. Like, I don't want to. I don't go to nobody. I don't go to nobody else's house begging. I don't like. I'm one of those people that I'm not gonna ask. Like, if I'm going to your house No matter what we doing, we don't even have to be sitting there fucking or anything. You know, if I go to your house, whether it's on the late night tip for just some chilling or whatnot, we don't even have to be having sex. Like I said, we don't even have to be having sex. If I'm going to your house on the late night and you don't offer me anything to drink or something to eat, I'm cool with it. And that's not just a man in me. That's just you know, that's just how I am. Like, unless you offer, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask, hey, do you? The only thing I'm gonna really do is ask if you got a bathroom that I can use. That's it. I'm not gonna visit somebody and see somebody, okay, with somebody and ask them, hey, you got some food here, or you gonna feed me? That's something that you have to. That's something that somebody got to offer. And honestly, man, those who are listening, if you dealing with a woman like heavy, and she come to your crib on the late night or early night or whatever, and y'all really rock like that, you can ask if she ate. You can ask if she good. Do you want something to eat? Because here's my thing. Because there's something that I had to learn. You know, I had to learn it the hard way, and it's not always something that we should just know. Because again, it's not really something that's romantic or chivalry. If somebody coming to your house and the plan is for them to be there a while, even if they just a friend is coming past there, you know, the least you can do is, hey, ask if you're hungry. But my whole point is, if you going to somebody's house to get busy, you need to be already set up. You know what I'm saying? I remember this joke Martin said. I don't remember if it was on Def Comedy Jam or Talking Dirty After Dark. He was talking about like foreplay, and he was like, "Damn, you know why? You know, you driving, you driving 30 minutes, 20 an hour to see a woman, and it's really just a booty call. Really, this is just a booty call. Ain't no relationship or anything wrong. This is just a booty call." And then she wants to do foreplay, and then he was like, "Now you could have did that while I was on the way. You know what I'm saying? You know, you driving, you falling asleep. You know, you sitting here trying to, you know, stay away. You got the radio blowing. And then when you get there, you know, you ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all been there, man. A lot of us, we been there. I've been there. You know, everybody been there. Like, even people who haven't had sex in a while been there. People who had sex with one person probably been there. But it's one of those things, man. Like, why are you hungry? Like, why are you going to somebody's house hungry? Why aren't you offering? Like, I really want to know those who are listening, yo. I appreciate those who are listening again. This is Blair Cancer Care Bear. No hair, don't care. Thank you all for listening and subscribing and sharing or whatever it is that y'all do. But I do appreciate this is our show. This is our podcast. This is our episode. And that was just something that I really wanted to, you know, wanted to share, wanted to address, because it was on my feed. I came across it, and this is how it be. You know, people don't be sending in the emails. People don't be sending in the text messages. I told y'all, if I have any questions, suggestions, requests, let me know. I mean, those of you who are listening, please participate. But my whole thing was, men and women, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing to make sure that you're good? Especially if it's late. Because again, I'm going to be honest. Whenever I have sex, a lot of times it's either going to put me to sleep or make me hungry. Because one thing about it is, like, a bad combination to be is hungry and horny. So it's like that's bad. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but like I said again, it's just like me. I don't smoke, I don't drink. You know, I might do edibles here and there, and a lot of times even with edibles, it might make me even more hungry. But for me, like, when it comes to sex, you know, that jump makes either it's gonna make me tired or make me hungry. So I can understand if you know you go into somebody's house and you stay in the night, but if you plan on being there for a couple hours or just there to get like a a good nut off or whatever, like, are you expecting them to feed you? Because I'm gonna tell you this now. I've been to many people's houses, women's houses, just off the strength of friendship as far as me, just going to, chill and, see how they was doing. And I mean, there's been times where I've been offered. There's been times where I haven't been offered. It ain't really about that for me because at the end of the day, I'm gonna get something to eat. Trust and believe me. Trust and believe me. At least I'm gonna get something to eat. I never I cannot have no money. I will find something. Like I will freaking order me a god dang, like I will get me a McDonald's app or Wendy's app and get that free sandwich when you download the app. And shoot, I'm gonna be real. I was driving DoorDash. I'm not one of those people that will steal anybody's food. I don't steal or take nobody's food when I was doing DoorDash. But for those people who are really out here hungry while they be going to people's cribs, I really advise y'all to freaking sign up for DoorDash. Even if you don't got no car, right? Sign up to DoorDash and goddamn, you better do like a Jimmy John's order, something like get on a bike, hop on a bike, or walk somewhere real close to you, and then like take the order, and you better grab it and say you can't do it. But I'm just telling you, man, there's no reason why you should be hungry when you going to somebody's house. Like if y'all going out about to catch dinner, about to catch a movie, something that's different. But if you going over there for a booty call, why are you hungry? Like that's the only thing that's what this is about. You can't be sitting here trying to eat groceries and then talk about, oh, you ain't feeding. You can't be up here, slobbing on somebody's knob and be hungry, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you, like I said, they say, it is said the closest thing to a man's heart is his stomach. And I will double down on that and say, yeah, that's true. Feed me, but I'm not sitting here I'm not expecting you to feed me. I'm going to feed myself. But like I said, there was just a lot of conversations going on with that. But that was just pretty much all I really wanted to address. Because again, I've been guilty of that. Like I really been guilty of that. And like I said, there's been times I was involved with someone before, and I ain't feed her, and I ain't gonna say that she made a big deal about it, but what you want me to do? Like I don't got, and I don't know why. Oh man, look at all those cats, and I don't know why women think ass equates to money, as if we not giving up something either. That's just me personally, though. I can understand, like, okay, if you land down with somebody, you should be able to, help them in some way. Like, if you're dealing with a girl and you land down with them, hey, help her pay her bills or get her nails done. It's like, I understand. But it's like, hey, what about the dude? Like, the dude, why, like, is our body's not valuable neither? Like, what are you going to do for me? Again, I'm not saying that that's how I am, but it just doesn't make sense to me how some women will sit here and equate that to responsibility bills because it's like, hey, we all got needs. If you having sex, you like sex, you need to get that nut off, you need to, release, and then and same thing, men need that too. Women need that just as much as men need it. I mean, women might have a little bit more restraint than men. I mean, we're of course, you know, the pursuers, the providers, and we should have a little bit um more, I guess, responsibility than just, hey, coming up to somebody's crib and piping them down and having a bed with it. But my whole thing is, you know, we all have to stop equating something that we both benefit from for something else. And this is something very important also. And I was having a conversation with my friend before, and I really appreciate her even saying this. It's like women almost have to get to know the man before they decide to sleep with them. And men have to almost gotta like sleep with a woman before they want to get to know them, which is kind of wild, but it's like, hey, to each his own. So, my whole thing is, what are we really doing out here? Like, I have my struggles sometimes, man. Like, I be going through things, like I said, like, they got that struggle food, like noodles, bread, freaking I done been so hurt, like so broke, where sometimes I'm sitting here really just getting my water, trying to find like some freaking flavored packs or something. Like I'm over here going to like going to my mama house or going to my brother house or somewhere, and like they say, you got this? I'll make a sandwich. So, but I mean that's how it be like sometimes, and I'm really like don't like that, but it is what it is. I mean, gas is going up, everything's going up. Nobody's getting raises, gas going up, so it's almost as if we all really have to get in our own bag. We're coming into a point now, like with social media, where we're like going into the metaverse and crypto, where it's almost going to be like freaking Fifth Element and time out here. Like at some point, we are really going to be paying with our time. If y'all ever seen that movie with Justin Timberlake, it's like, yo, I want to get me a freaking McChicken sandwich that's gonna cost me what, an hour of my time, and it's like, and it was a real good movie, but that's pretty much all. Like I said, man, I just it's just something to think about because I don't know. I really don't know because we I don't know, like what is your worth? Like what is your value? Like what's important to you? Like how do you decide when how you gonna, like how do you decide who to deal with or not? Like you already know if this person is going on somebody you want to deal with, like the moment you meet them, really. But then once you see their characters and see how they move, like how do you like? Because to me, I'm not even gonna say it. I ain't even gonna say it. I'm gonna say that for another time because that's a little bit too personal. Nobody asked for this, but my whole thing is, are we really out here going to people's house hungry? Are we really out here letting people be hungry when they come see us? Like, what is the exchange? Is there an exchange? Like, because again, I always say that a relationship between a man and a woman or anybody at that is transactional, but it's like you don't have to always give to give. You know what I mean? Like you give, but you give that. Like why can't everything be equal to that? Like if you like again, you going to get busy. Y'all are both benefiting. When it comes to those sexual relationships, y'all are both benefiting. You know, I do feel like again our body is our temple. That wasn't just for women, that's for men as well. Like, you know, men, you know, we gotta start sitting here letting these women let these women know like, hey, I'm not just gonna be sitting here laying with you, you know. You wanna worry about what a man brings to the table. We wanna know we worried about what man these women been with. Like, I just put it like this. You have to involve yourself with someone that you will actually have to like that you actually really want to not even be I'm so terrible at this thing. Like involve yourself with someone that you don't really have to worry about none of that with. You get what I'm saying? Hopefully. You know, I don't want to sit here and be like, if I like you, I like you. Like, if I love you, I love you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love hard. Like, I love quick. Ain't no such thing as loving quick, loving too quickly. But the thing about it is, I don't ever get myself involved with someone on a serious level and then stress about who they've been with. So that's the same thing I would want a woman to be like. If you chose me, if you are involved with me, I would hope that what I bring to the table matters, but it's not like one of those things where it's like, okay, since you're doing this, you want me to do this. I feel like, hey, you rock with who you rock with. Because like I said, I'll be honest. I don't name drop, but I'll say this. I've been involved with women on a sexual level. I've been involved with women on, you know, a serious level. And there's been and I have some women who are just like my friends. And I'll be fairly to say that I might just have one friend of the opposite sex who is really just my friend. Like it's no romance there, none of that sexual relationship. And when I get involved with someone on a sexual level, trust and believe me, I'll probably like you enough to where I could be serious, but I don't get serious. One thing about me is I don't lay down with anybody that I don't like. You know, I ain't one of them dudes. But again, currently, right now, I'm on a whole different wave. I'm on a whole different path, spiritual path. You know, but like I say all the time, you know, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive, prosperous. And remember, gas is going up, so you can apply for food stamps. You better get on DoorDash and start do what you gotta do. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing, like ladies and gentlemen, this goes for both. This goes for the both of y'all, both of us, all of us. Don't get involved with someone that you just gonna tolerate. That's why you gotta really get to know someone. And if you're someone like me, you gotta really take it to God. Because I'll tell you one thing, man. I'm not gonna be hungry. Like if I'm sitting here going to your house and we just supposed to be doing one thing, I ain't gonna be asking for the other thing. If you wanna cook for me, if you wanna cook for me after we done, or if you wanna cook for me before, like while I'm on my way there, or vice versa. If you wanna feed me, that's fine. I'm not one of them guys that's gonna be sitting here begging and asking, hey yo, can you feed me this or something, like nah. But again, it is what it is. This is Blair, the Cancer Care Bear. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all listening. Remember, y'all are special in your own way. If nobody else told you, heard from me. Come on. And the Bay Podcast.